So Barrett, while we're putting these hinges on, I thought I would just rant and make a prediction about YouTube. Um, can I just say they've lost their damn minds? They actually demonetized a video that was 2 years old, and it was all I was doing was when you and I were driving in the truck, and all I was doing was announcing when I started repealgunlaws.com. That's all it was.
Yeah.
And it's just pure censorship. And I went to and looked, and it said this is not advertiser-friendly. I was like, well, okay, what? So sex and drugs and violence on YouTube are okay. That is advertiser-friendly, but not someone who is just starting a website that's talking about their Second Amendment rights.
Yeah.
1 7/16. Pretty good eyeballing it. Is that just crazy? How can you justify? How can they justify that? I can tell you how they justify it, because they monopolized. Google is a monopoly on the interwebs, and they can do whatever they want to because we allow them. Can you bump it this way a little bit? No, just the lid. Is it pretty much flush on that end?
It's good on this end, yeah.
Well, give me a little bit. Give me a. I was going to say cock hair, but that might get demonetized. I'm getting where I don't really care about YouTube anymore, honestly. That's why I started gunsandgearvids.com. Oh my God, this video will be demonetized now, because I said I started gunsandgearvids.com as a place to go. I raised that up a little bit, didn't I? I'll show you how to fix that. Get this back. Probably should have pre-drilled holes, but I'm just trying to get this done. So what happened was I put the hole more towards the bottom of that bevel in that hole, and so I should have put it more towards there. So anyway, I predict actually YouTube's going to go away as we know it anyway. I predicted that YouTube Red would fail, and but I'm not so sure about YouTube TV. I'm sure they just want to become a Netflix or a Hulu.
Yeah.
See how I did that? I took some of the wood on the side and I forced it in the hole to shim the screw over. Don't you think Google is a monopoly?
Yeah.
I haven't. Shouldn't Google be looked at as like as a public utility, like the gas company or the water company? Shouldn't they? You don't think?
I mean, if you would have made a video talking about a petition to get assault rifles banned, it probably would have made trending, you know what I mean? So it's
not on YouTube.
Definitely very politically biased.
What are you talking about? They're not going to want you to.
I'm talking about, I said banning assault.
Oh. Yeah. If I was pro ban, pro assault weapon ban, yeah. Of course. So I'm predicting that pretty much YouTubers like me and other little channels will go. I think they'll probably keep the largest channels, but it'll be more like a Netflix situation where those content providers are expected to produce certain types of content, and they will just, the largest, like the largest YouTubers is the ones I'm talking about. And then they'll do away with all the other small creators, and they'll just have that way content's easier to control. They pretty much already control content anyway. If you looked at what happened during the election where they spread the propaganda through their top channels, you know, like Casey Neistat, why you should vote for Hillary, you know, and all the others talking about voting for Hillary, that was all YouTube propaganda. See?
Nice.
I'm gonna put one in the middle, just for posterity. My joke.
No, I didn't get it.
I said we're doing this for posterity, not posterity. Posterity is when you do something to preserve it for history. Posterity is when you do something because you got balls. So I know that's crude, but since YouTube okays sexual content and not political content that goes against their own beliefs, you can have sex on and violence. You can kill people and rape people on YouTube. You just can't give your opinion about the Second Amendment. Did I seem bitter this morning?
A little bit.
I wonder if somebody flagged the video, or if they're just... The video is 2 years old, for God's sakes, and I really don't care about the video. But the point really is that YouTube is censoring. They basically monopolize the internet with when they bought, and see, I'm going to actually file a complaint with the Federal Exchange Commission because they need to break up YouTube and Google because they're monopolizing and censoring the interwebs. So, what do you think?
It's nice, Dad.
Let's see where this needs to go. So, Barrett, you remember these?
Yeah.
This is what saved us when the bulls knocked the hive over last time. These were locked in place. The whole thing fell over, but because we had our top boards locking in the frames, and this lid was locked down. The whole thing, we were just able to raise it back up. Remember?
Yep.
And the bees were mad, but they weren't hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So where are we going to put this? Let's just put this in the middle. I'm trying to put it in the middle of that. Produce a hole to make it a little bit easier. If you're going into hardwood,
You need like a wrench or something.
well, if you're going into hardwood, you can stick this thing on there
Oh yeah.
like that and go in. But this is softwood, you can just about do it with your fingers. Let's see, go around one more time. That needs to be vertical. So now what you want to do is make sure this is not too tight. That poke me a little hole right there to show me where it's going. This one you can kind of get this in a bind like that. Use it as a little wrench like that. But these are neat little locks, little latches, and get it straight. And you can just like that. So see, Barrett, now if they have uneven ground, they can prop up, you know, put a shim under the 2x2s and then screw it into that, and that'll help level it. That cool? Plus you also want that up off the ground anyway. The 2x2s, you don't want them touching the ground. So even if the ground is level, you'd put like an 1.5-inch block or something under it, to keep the untreated wood from touching the ground, and that's just your sacrificial wood there. Anyway, I guess my rant is over, Wally. But I mean, I think in the next year or so, next year, 2 years at the most, there's going to be huge changes in YouTube. I think small creators will. I think honestly, if they left a section up for YouTube or for small creators, I believe they're just going to change it. And they'll probably demonetize it. But I don't know. That would be the easiest way for them to censor. Because honestly, most people would just go away if they stopped monetizing.
I don't think advertisers would like that too much, though. Because advertisers still make.
Well, there is a point to be made for like huge advertisers, like say Home Depot. You know, they don't want to. You know, they don't. You know, if I put a title on this video, Beehive, you know, hinges and stay, you know, bottom brace or whatever, and then we're sitting here talking about, you know, YouTube and Google is a monopoly and you know, censoring videos, then they don't want, you know. Yeah. They just want, you know, Home Depot just wants to sell, you know, hinges and treated lumber. They don't care about all the rest of that stuff. So, but you know, it's been a nice. I mean, I have to admit, you know, we've been on YouTube for a little over 10 years now, and it's been a nice little forum. But I see it coming to an end, and probably it's going to be best. Probably going to be best for all of us in the long run. I'm gonna, you know, we'll eventually move over to gunsandgearvids.com permanently, and I'm slowly figuring out how to get monetization on there for individuals. And once I do that, it would be just a matter of promoting it more and trying to get more people to come and make exclusive content there and try to draw advertisers there to support it. But otherwise, people like us are going to lose a forum. You know, well, the forum that we have now is so controlled that, you know, we can only say certain things and do certain things, you know. Anyway, we're going to get cedar shakes in the mail hopefully tomorrow, and we'll be done. We'll be ready to go, rock and roll. Still looking for a place to put the hive. Oh, somebody asked a question about, it's Bobby, Yankee 4, reminded me that I said I was going to bring it home and put it in the backyard. Well, that was kind of a desperation measure, but it was also the other house we lived in.
Yeah.
We don't, Barrett knows what I'm talking about. We really don't have a yard here. We live on a steep hill that I had to design this house especially for. That's why I've got 15-foot tall basement walls, you know, on the back side. And so there's really no place to put a beehive here. And I really want them to be out in a, you know, in a more of a rural setting anyway, where they've got plenty of water and plants to. Anyway, Barrett's losing interest, so we're gonna go now. He's bored. Anyway, we'll see you guys next time.